Hey, AfterBuzzers, grab your bags. We are going to Hilton Head. Are Naomi and Craig still fighting? And what's going on with Ashley? You don't want to miss it. Southern Charm.
You're tuning into the destination for TV superfan discussion, AfterBuzz TV. And now, let the buzz begin.
He's got money. He's in magazines. He's got more honeys than any honeybee.
Does he have more honeys? Some more honeybees?
I need some bourbon.
Yeah.
Where's the bourbon for this episode? I need a drink.
This is my first time experiencing that.
Oh.
I'm like very
You haven't
happy.
heard?
Welcome. Yeah.
Foghorn, drunkhorn, as I like to call him, drunken ale.
That was dearly missed last week for sure. We missed that. And you too, Crystal. Hey, AfterBuzzers, welcome Southern Charm episode 8. We have so much to talk about. I mean, my head is like going everywhere because I'm just trying to keep it all together. But before we get started, I'd like to introduce my lovely co-hosts, starting with Matt.
Hello, after you guys. Let's get on the Ashley Cray Cray train. I'm Matt Marr, and I'm ready.
Everyone, this is Cristal McLoughlin. I can't wait to talk about tonight, about the show tonight. It was so good. Ah! Oh my gosh, I'm sitting on the edge of my seat and just like can't wait to jump in, guys. I'm Laura L. Thomas. So happy to be here.
And I'm Mayte Carrillo. Gosh, okay, let's just start
Yes,
straight off.
do
Let's
it.
talk a little bit about Cameran because before we get started, because there was so much happening.
Get past the pretty icy before we
Yes,
get to the
yes.
cake.
Right. So Cameran is still preggo, which I
Yes.
thought was kind of shocking because I think all of us were like, damn it, she's
I
still
didn't know you
pregnant.
could be induced and your body still says
yeah.
nope.
I did not know that either.
I
And had
did.
I known that, I might have rethought my whole pregnancy, actually.
Yeah, I did. And it's funny because I was watching actually another reality show, but Total Bellas, and she had been induced, and then they ended up having to do a C-section because, you know,
Ooh.
you can be induced for a couple days and then that's it.
Yeah. Those pickles looked real
Oh,
good.
yeah, the cheese balls.
Yeah. She's just eating away.
She's just going.
Talking about her pickles in her vag.
Her
I'm not
tearing.
guessing. She said it in the show, y'all.
Oh
I'm just
my
saying, why
gosh.
would you Google that?
I don't
I don't know.
Why would
I
you even
wouldn't.
think about Googling that?
She hasn't that much time in her hands,
It's,
though.
Yes.
Yeah, it's literally if you're like
Literally.
going to a
That's
cabin.
when she's eating.
Yeah, like, do you ride a roller coaster and before you go, how many people have died in a roller coaster?
Oh
Just
my
don't.
gosh.
You don't need to know.
Nope.
She's
Nope.
kind of
You're
morbid
gonna find
like
out
that,
either
though.
way.
Yeah.
Exactly.
She's kind of morbid like that, though. Her personality, right?
She is. She
Like
needs
she's
to
kind
know.
Of, yeah.
Yes.
She likes. I mean, she's got that doll that's sort of, you know, that voodoo doll.
Oh,
It's
yeah,
kind of
that's
weird,
true.
So,
Good
you know,
callback.
it doesn't surprise me.
Yeah, we're talking about voodoo dolls. People who are falling apart, right?
Yeah.
There's so many.
What
That was a
is
good segue,
happening?
Mike. That was like good
Yes.
segue. Good
Yes, I
job.
mean,
Yes.
that's what voodoo dolls do, right?
Right,
They
yeah,
literally
yeah.
tear you apart.
Yeah.
So we have Naomi who shows up and she's on, I guess she broke her ankle or something, or her foot?
I mean,
Broke her foot.
I think it's time that the base. Well, yeah, go ahead. Naomi hurt her foot, and then Craig
Shep ran into a door.
a door. He said he wasn't that drunk. A glass door.
And then
Only
Craig,
you were.
what was it? His tendon and
tore his
detached.
tendon throwing a butter knife into a wall.
That's very smart of him to do.
Yes. And you saw that wall, how horrible it looked,
Yeah.
right? I mean, talk
He's
about
like-
like being embarrassed to have somebody who you like want to get back to come to your house, and your house looks like that. Like,
Yeah, he's
oh,
like,
no,
man,
not a good look.
we're tearing it
I might
down."
have, if I was Craig, I might have said, no, let's meet at Starbucks.
Yeah,
Right?
Yeah.
Oh, like,
Yeah.
don't come over here.
blue bottle.
That's
if you're
not
fancy,
a sponsorship, by
bougie.
the way.
That's not.
No, sorry. I'm
But
sorry. Let's meet in the
Starbucks.
coffee shop.
If you want to
Yeah.
sponsor us, we're here.
Yes,
We'll
we
take
are.
it.
We're
All
here.
4 of us are here for that. Coffee bean too.
I think a lot of it is too, and I can say this as someone who is confidently in their late 30s. I'm 39.
What?
I am. I use a lot of skin
Wow.
cream.
That's
yeah.
good.
Pass
Yeah.
that recipe down.
Yeah.
here.
My boyfriend's black, so he looks way younger than me. So I gotta like 41. I'm getting a facelift. Anyway, but when you just get to a certain age, you just can't do that stupid crap you did as a kid. And this show's been going on for 6 years. So the stuff they used to do 6 years ago, Craig, Shep, y'all can't do that no
I was
more.
just going to say, no one's told them that.
No.
No, I mean, and there's a reason for why these ladies have separated from these men because obviously they're no longer men. They're still boys, right?
Peter
Right.
Pan syndrome.
As Patricia called it, Peter Pan.
Peter Pan.
Yeah.
Oh,
I can't deal
the
with
best
them.
shopper in the world, Patricia.
I like how it was all kind of trickled down. Like first it started with someone's foot, then it was a finger, then it was. I was like looking around, like really, everybody's just.
It was a metaphor for what emotionally was going to happen.
Ooh,
Yeah.
it was setting us up.
Yes.
It
Totally
really
did.
was.
Setting us up for everything that happened right after. But before we get started,
Oh, again, everybody in our shows always needs Maria Menounos, don't they?
Yes.
They need some truth talk. So, Southern Charm listeners and also Shep, Craig, do you want to have fun while you're sewing your pillows? Do you want to learn? Do you want to grow in all areas of your life? For those of you who do, we have the podcast for you. It's Conversations with Maria Menounos Podcast Edition.
Yes.
It's hosted by our own AfterBuzz TV founder and drops every Friday for free on iTunes. Conversations with Maria Menounos features celebrity and influencer interviews along with secrets and tips on how to be better in all aspects of the of your
can't wait to
life.
listen.
I like that the typos. It says secrets. I love it. Secrets. That's all I had something to say from now on. From health and wellness to career and relationships, finances and more, let our Maria here be the big sister that you have always wanted, y'all.
Love her.
I love her. Just go to iTunes and subscribe to Conversations with Maria Menounos. Again, it's podcasts are free, y'all, most of them, and this one is too. So be sure to rate and comment. And when you do, let Maria know that the Southern Charm AfterBuzz panel that we sent you, just put hashtag don't put not so charming because then she thinks she won't like your show, but you know what I mean. Put us. Conversation with Maria Menounos podcast edition. Check it out on iTunes, Stitcher, Google Play, wherever you listen to podcasts.
That was a mouthful, huh?
All right, we got the things that pays the bill out of the way. Let's get to
let's
this.
get to this thing. So Naomi shows up to Craig's house and wants to she brings Gizmo over, right?
Which I think we could play a drinking game with how many times they said gizmo.
Oh, yes.
Oh my gosh.
Can we just say Gizmo pays attention? Like I've never seen a
I've never seen a
cat
cat,
be
yeah.
that obedient and listen to directions.
And
like,
I have one. They're not obedient.
Yeah.
They're not.
If I felt if you let a cat outside, it'll just go run and chase the mouse. It won't be like,
Totally.
hey.
Yeah, let me
chill.
follow you.
Yeah, this cat, and can I just talk about the fluff at the end of the tail? It's so cute.
Oh,
It's a
Sorry,
very,
it's so
it's a very
random.
cute little
adorable.
line cut. Cute.
Yeah, Gizmo's adorable. So Naomi takes him as a peace offering, and she seems pretty calm. But the fact that Craig says, "I just need you to be nice to me,"
And she admits to
like
it.
that. Yeah, he's like, "I just need you to be nice," and it's like, wait a minute, this is a two-way street.
Thank you.
You cannot go to someone and say, "I just need you to be nice." It's like, no, you need to check yourself too.
But as we will see later on in the episode, or as we saw later on in the episode, like I do think that Craig makes an effort to be nice to Naomi, and she just shuts him down.
Yeah, I agree.
She does not bring it. She does not let him do nice things for her. I think
Agreed.
especially now that they're broken up, like I felt so bad for him when he brought that little contacts case for her. He like made a point to hold on to it and remember to bring it and give it to her. And I just was like, she just was like, that's not contacts. That's not contacts. Like treating him like he's stupid when all he was trying to do was something thoughtful.
Well, they're that tainted in their relationship that they are so blinded they can't see when they're either
I think
changing
she's
or doing
turned
something
off.
nice.
I think she's turned off by him, and that's why she's so annoyed by him. Because why else? I mean, if you love someone or you are like, enthralled with someone, you're going to be on your best behavior, right? She's over it. That's what that is. She is over
think she
him.
is over it.
And she's annoyed. I mean, at the end of the day, like, you can't help how you feel, but she needs to change her behavior because it makes you look really bad.
Yeah,
It does.
I agree.
She almost acts, it's like she's not Southern. She almost acts like a Yankee. Like my mom told me, no offense, Yankees, but sorry, that's Southern talking. But my mom should say, like, if somebody brings you a gift and if it's a rusted tin can, you say, thank you very much.
Yes.
And you act appreciative of it. I don't even think that's Southern. I think that's just a decent thing to do.
It's just a human thing.
And so it's not that I think it's not necessarily that she's being rude. I think that she's not extending herself at all. And Craig is so sensitive that he, because she could have, I think even if she would have said, oh, thanks, he still would have been like, what, you're not going to say thank you? You're not going to act like you remember that? Because he's so sensitive that he's going to, so it's just, they're just not meant to be together. Like, Naomi needs to be with somebody who's way more secure in what they're doing.
Yeah, I think he is very sensitive. You're right, but I think that's like what not
But
saying
she's rude. I'll get you.
She's
You're
very
right. You're
rude.
right. You're right.
She
You're right.
did act rude.
Yeah.
in that
Yeah,
scene.
you're right. You're
very
right. I get it.
rude.
But you know what? Have you also had this? I mean, I think you're right in saying that she's a little bit turned off by it. I think she's over the situation. And I know, like, in times in my life when I've been wanting somebody to be, you're so over it and you almost want them to be rude because it makes it easier for you to.
You want to fight. You want to
Yeah.
lash out. You're angry.
Or
And
you
she
just-
said, I'm angry in the beginning of the episode.
Yeah, and it just makes it easier to make the separation. Like, if they
Yeah.
continue to do nice things, if they continue to show up for you, if they continue and they start to, like, surprise you and be like this person that you all like wanted them to be all along,
Mm-hmm.
or just even start doing nice things. It's like, why are you being nice to me? You're making this harder on me. Like, just be
Yeah.
mean and
Yeah.
make it easy so we can sever this tie and move on.
that
I don't
probably
know.
could be it. Maybe she doesn't want to continue what's happening, and so she's really severing ties. You're absolutely right.
She doesn't know how to be friends
Yes.
with the
Right.
ex.
No.
I don't
No,
think.
she
Not-
does not.
Right.
Yeah.
Where's Papa
As,
Papa Naomi where you need him?
But not like Austin and Chelsea. They're friends. I feel like Austin thinks that they're friends, and Chelsea is. I don't know. She still has feelings towards him, and she's
She's about to be
she's
blindsided.
hurt. I do. I think she still does
She
have
does.
feelings. But we understand here too that she can do so much better. That's a
Yes.
given.
Chelsea is the coolest girl in the world.
Amen.
Yeah.
She's the coolest girl in
Amen.
the world.
Yes.
Yes.
And I think that,
Come on our show.
yes, Chelsea,
Team
I love
Chelsea.
you.
Check your DMs, you guys.
I want you to cut all of our hair. Yes, what a hair.
My hair will stay the same. What are you
We
talking
just got a
about?
wide shot on that one because everybody went,
Oh my gosh.
But
Trickle
I
down.
think, and this comes a little bit, I think, just with maturity, is that Chelsea in her heart still has feelings for Austin, but in her mind she knows that he is the wrong guy for
Amen.
her.
You said it
and
just
she is,
right.
She has come to, I think she has come to terms with that, and so she's able to be cool with that. Because I've been in that situation where you're still with somebody, and I'm like, this guy's really hot. He doesn't have a job. He's on the down low. He's not out. Like, he's got a girlfriend. No, I'm sorry, I'm making this about me. But I've been there.
We're all agreeing because we've all been there.
But young me would be like, but he's still so cute.
Yeah.
He still knows, and
But I'm just
older me
texting him. I'm not gonna hang
just
out.
text. But older me now knows, no. And I think that's Chelsea.
Yeah.
I also think too, being the Southern woman that I am, my mom always told me that you don't.
Let's hear.
I know Southern. No, she told me that you date to marry a lot of the time.
That's a big thing in the South.
It's a
You
big
do.
thing in the
Did y'all
South.
not grow up hearing that?
Okay, so
Oh,
my grandma
did
and my
not.
mom used to always tell me, don't have boyfriends, have kissing friends.
Oh my gosh.
All the time, because they would say, like, don't get caught up in the relationship if you never see it being long term.
Exactly. I think that's what my mom was trying to say.
Okay.
And the whole date to marry kind of thing. It just was very emphatic.
Like if they're not if you don't see them as a marrying
Yeah,
kind,
exactly.
You don't
why
Don't
even
waste
get
your
involved?
time.
Don't waste
Yeah.
your time.
See, I
with
always
them.
think there's always a limit. Like, there's got to be certain time that you give it before you ask for the ring or before you start taking it to the next level.
I know, but especially in the
we
South, I
talking
think
about
women are
Ashley?
taught at that first date, you were thinking, is this somebody I could spend my
Yes.
life? It's not this casual, like, we'll see where this goes.
Yeah.
Right.
So they act like Ashley?
No.
Ashley
making
is
me look
out
bad.
there,
No,
like,
they're not thirsty.
seeking okay, there's a difference.
There's a
What
difference.
I'm saying is that I think that exactly like what you were saying. I think that Chelsea has seen that she doesn't have long-term potential with
He's
Austin.
not the marrying kind.
Exactly, but she values their friendship so much that she does know how to be friends.
She's such
with
a
him.
grown-up.
I mean,
And
she
I-
really is.
yeah.
She's
She's
super
mature.
cool.
So let me ask you guys this. I almost feel like, and I've always felt like this ever since her and Shep stopped talking, it's almost like a ha-ha in his face, where I know she cares about Austin, but it's almost like she prolongs it a little bit just to kind of rub it into Shep's face a little bit.
I don't think she's that kind. No.
You don't think so?
No, I don't
No.
I think
so.
so.
You looking for a thorn on a
I think
On a
so.
tulip.
on a tulip instead of a
tulip.
rose bush,
Because
girl.
why would she take it so personal when Shep was talking about Austin when she was cutting his hair on the last
Because she still has
last two
feelings
episodes?
for
Because she's still, yeah.
You know, it's still
I don't
there.
even think she took it personal as much as she just. Look, I feel like everybody else is on this show is on the Monopoly board,
Yeah.
and I feel like Cameran and Chelsea are actually the ones looking up and seeing the whole game.
It's funny that you say that because we have a couple people in our live chat right now. So if you want to
Yes.
chat us, come on, hop in here because we're managing it. CC Freak says, right, who is also from South Carolina, has said that Chelsea and Cameran are the female VIPs of Southern Charm.
Yes, that's
The matriarchs.
CC Freak said it better. Get your freak on.
That's right.
They're smart.
They are smart.
They are smart. Those are two smart
Yeah.
puppies right there. And
Right.
Patricia, too.
But who wasn't smart was Victoria because she didn't tag along on the trip. If I,
Oh, girl.
let me tell you, if I was
Poor
Victoria,
Victoria.
I would have hopped in that car and I would have gone with Austin
That's
because this guy, you just
Well, Austin is spineless. Austin has not.
That's fine.
He said he's had several opportunities that we saw on camera. So
Yes.
we don't even know what happened behind the camera.
Right.
But two opportunities where we've seen him talk to Chelsea about what's going on with Victoria that Victoria wanted him to do. And again, this whole Peter Pan syndrome. I don't want to take responsibility. And we're going to see this a lot later with Foghorn Drunkhorn.
And he did it with Shep, too.
Yeah,
when Shep
exactly.
was talking about, oh, it's okay.
All the
let's
guys
shake
do that.
hands.
All the guys do that. They never
Get outta
take
here.
responsibility and step up. And instead, they make the women go crazy because
Yes.
But I
you
thought
know,
that
don't be
Victoria
stupid.
didn't come because she had to
was
work.
she had to work.
Right?
Yes,
I'm
but who
calling
cares?
sick.
Yeah.
I'm sick. You
That's
can
all.
make excuses.
Something.
Maybe.
At least
Yeah.
drive up for a day. I don't know,
Oh.
but it's
But
just
I don't know. Like, I kind of agree with you, and I kind of don't, because I feel like if you're going to be in a relationship, you should trust them no matter what. And if you are sort of doubting that situation, then why even be in it in the first place? And so obviously something happened because they're showing in the next episode, like,
Yeah.
she's upset with him and calls them horrible people or something like that, right?
You know
So-
what? Yeah, you know what she said that I wrote down. She's Austin when they were having that conversation over the phone. She said she wants his loyalty, but she couldn't be a loyal friend to Chelsea.
Oh, girl,
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah, I'm like, so you want Austin's loyalty, yet you couldn't
Yes,
be a loyal
loyal
friend,
friend.
to Chelsea.
She wasn't a loyal friend the minute that she started dating Austin. I'm
That's
sorry.
true. There's other men. She shouldn't have even gone there. I
Yeah.
You
agree.
have to always ask your friends. You always ask your friends.
It's a girl code thing.
yeah.
You know what I
I
mean?
still
Had she
won't do
gone to
it.
Chelsea first and
Yeah.
been like, "Hey, I'm having these feelings or whatever. Like, I know that you guys dated. Is it completely over? Is it done? Are you cool with
Because
this?"
really, that's where the relationship that matters is their friendship.
Yes.
Because the relationship is over. You're right. You're
100%.
so right.
100%.
I never thought of it that way. Now I hate Victoria.
Yeah, so now we're not Team Victoria because
Oh,
it's
I
like,
never was.
you can't ask, for all
No.
of these things, which I honestly don't think that they'll last. And maybe I have some information, but that's kind of spoiler alert, so I won't give it away. So you guys are gonna have to continue, to watch. But you know what? It was just like all over the place with them. So now, right? I think we should unleash and talk about the main
Lord.
topic
Yes.
that happened.
That happens. Okay.
All right, so I'm just gonna say these two names, right? Thomas and Ashley.
Ashley.
I can't.
Okay, well, first of all, I just want to take note that we've talked about the craziness of this show for 20 minutes now, and we haven't said the name Kathryn. I just want to say the turnaround in this season we've had. I'm just saying,
Yes.
Yeah.
Thomas.
I think like an applause.
Yeah,
to Kathryn
come
for
on,
that.
Kathryn.
I mean,
This is for you, Kathryn.
Yeah,
for
we got some
Kathryn,
news
y'all.
about Kathryn too in an interview coming up in
Yes.
news, so stay
Yeah.
tuned. So let's
Okay,
Thomas
so,
and Ashley.
So Thomas and Ashley, let's break it down. They're in the car and they're driving right to Hilton
Yeah.
Head, and she is, I kid you not, every single second, that girl is like, "Where's my ring? This would be a great place for you to propose. Like,
Yeah.
you should just propose to me
and this
here. When are you
party.
gonna give me a ring?"
She can't let go of this party.
Oh, and then this
No.
party, gosh.
Can we
Why is
rewind
she
it just a
invited?
little bit? Just because I need to mention the fact that she called Melania Trump her hero.
Oh,
and
gosh.
how she wanted to be here. Go to hell. Seriously.
Amen.
The opinions of the panel hosts on AfterBuzz are not necessarily the opinion of AfterBuzz TV or anybody at Kevin Gardner or Maria Menounos. Just want to put that out there. But yes.
Very good, Matt. Thank you for
Well,
putting that out
because
there.
I
It's
will
true.
say, and I don't mean this politically, but like I just feel sorry for Melania Trump because
Well-
I mean, yes, people, but I feel sorry for her because she's
I
with this
don't.
gross man, and a part of me before used to feel sorry for Ashley. Because I thought, oh, she's just with
And
Tom.
look where
She doesn't
that's
know what
end
she's
up.
getting into. And then she showed her crazy.
Or maybe it all makes sense.
Or maybe it all makes sense. So I have to ask y'all as women, because I feel a little bit like I know I have my own opinions, but as a man, I feel like I'm just not a mother. I'm never going to be a mother, and you are a mother, and you both are not that I know of, right? Okay, I don't know your lives.
I don't know your life.
But you are a mom, a
follow me on
baby,
IG.
very cute baby. But I just want to ask, so like, as another woman who is a mother or going to be a mother, like, just basic principle, I want to know, do you think, should she have been invited to the birthday party or not?
No.
Why?
Okay, let me start.
Let her start because she's the mama.
Do you say no too?
I said,
said
no.
no.
Oh, okay.
I said no. I think it's too soon. I think now I know that the kids are familiar with Ashley and that they know that Ashley is in their lives. I'm assuming at least that they've introduced, because she says she sees her kids more than Kathryn does, which we'll get into that later. But I think it's too soon. If I can tell from social media, the first picture that Ashley has with T-Rav is on like May 6th of last year in California. This is filmed roughly November-ish, maybe around November.
Yeah.
This
Few months.
this scene was filmed in something like around November.
They did Halloween together.
Well, yeah, but like aside from
It's
that,
been a few months.
aside from that, and that hurt Kathryn.
Yes.
That really hurt
Yes.
Kathryn. So I'm just saying there's a handful, there's a time limit that there's an amount of time that needs to happen before you include this person in every single gathering. Some things need to be sacred for the family unit, I think. Until he locks it down and puts a ring on it, until they are in a committed relationship for over a year. I don't know. I just think, for me, I feel like it's just too much too soon.
And Ashley should respect that.
100%.
100%, right?
I 100% agree with Kathryn for not inviting her.
100%.
I don't think she was trying to be shady. I think Kathryn actually would have been the bigger person had she sat down and had a rational conversation with her. But as we saw, that's not what happened.
When she talks to her, she's got like a smug attitude anyways. Ashley's
Yeah.
like
She
always
definitely has a
smug.
chip on her shoulder.
Yeah.
I almost think that I agree. So I agree that I think it's fine that she wasn't invited to the party, and I empathize with how Ashley feels kind of crazy about it, because look, it's like, and I don't mean this in a sexist way, I mean that like Thomas is just, in this relationship, he's the one with the father of the children. So therefore, whether if Kathryn had a boyfriend, she would be, or a girlfriend, Kathryn should be a lesbian. Oh my God, she'd be a great lesbian.
Who said that? We said
Katie
that.
D.
Yeah, we said that.
Katie D.
Yeah, we said
But
that.
anyway, but if Kathryn had a boyfriend, she would be the one to kind of lead, like, what happens with the children.
Right.
And I think that is such a problem, and where I get a little bit of empathy for Ashley in that Thomas is just letting her fend for herself.
Yes.
She doesn't know whether they're getting... He's the one that moved her out here. How long again were they dating before they
A
moved?
few months, because
A
he
few
brought her
months.
out for Mother's Day weekend.
Exactly.
Yeah,
he
and spent
brought
time
her
there.
out. And I think he has this history of almost like procuring women and putting them into... This is exactly what he did with Kathryn. It's exactly what he did with Kathryn. He fished her out of like... she's supposed to be an extra on this show. And then she became a main cast member because Thomas wanted to date her. And so I just feel like she doesn't know where she is with this man. And if she does care for him, I don't know if she does. It is too soon, but how would you know when he hasn't set a framework
But
for
you
what
should-
this is supposed to be?
Yes.
That's on him. I'm just saying it's not the women's responsibility. It's just as much or more Thomas's responsibility.
But
Patricia
it
said-
is called common sense too.
But
you
he
know?
even didn't say his opinion though.
But remember,
But he
even
never has
Patricia
his
told
opinion for
him.
nothing.
But that's a problem. He should have told her. Sorry, I just want to
No,
get
it's okay.
Yeah.
When he said, like, he said something like, I agree with Kathryn. I don't think he should be there for the kids. But he didn't say anything.
No, he's telling each woman what she wants to hear.
Exactly. And
Yeah.
so they both think that I'm validated.
Yes.
I am right. So then when they go together, they're like, well, this person's telling me this person's telling me this. And he literally is causing them to fight.
Yes.
Yes,
I hate
think
you,
he
foghorn drunkhorn.
You're absolutely
I
right,
agree.
because he is playing both sides. He's playing politician, like he said. He goes, that's what I did when I was a politician. I just said,
Exactly.
But Patricia was there to talk to her when she went to go
This is
go
true.
shopping, and she told her what she needed to hear, which is what Thomas is telling Patricia, which is you need to get a job and you need to stay busy and you need to have your own life.
Right.
You come into a situation and you know that they have a hard relationship, Thomas and Kathryn. You're not going to expect right away for her to warm up to you and for her to want to invite you. You need to step back and say, okay, go ahead and go do your thing, you know? But at the same time, like, when can we move to the next level? Like, I understand, like, you want to have your time, but, like, when can we move to that new place? You know, I will give you that space, but at the same time, like, I need a time frame.
Yeah, but he's not having this conversation with her. So now it's starting.
But she should go talk to Kathryn as a woman to woman. Say,
She
hey,
doesn't. She doesn't.
right?
She doesn't have the personality to do that.
And that's where I was going to go ahead.
No,
go
I was
ahead.
going to say, I think she tried to. I think she tried to sit down and understand Kathryn. What I think is that Ashley wants everything right now when she wants it.
That's
Yes,
it.
Do you know what I mean? I think she's
I was going to say, it comes in, yes, Tom, I just want to support you. Thomas should have set the groundwork, but then also it's like, what type of person are you? Because you're an
Yes.
adult girl.
Yes.
You're not a 20-year-old kid like Kathryn is. What type of person are you?
Exactly. And she should have more respect
Yeah.
for Kathryn
And herself.
for herself.
Yes.
To not insert herself in that situation and have more respect. I mean, obviously, they're still working their stuff out. So
And
have
she's
more respect
older,
for
too. She should just
Yeah.
know better. Like,
she should.
She probably doesn't because Thomas is agreeing with her, like you said, of everything. And then Thomas probably told her, like, I want a future with you. I want to marry you, and that's why I want to bring you out. So she comes out there to Charleston, and she's starting to believe it, and he's egging her on. And that's what's
but
happening.
you get those people that call you and they say that you'll be a millionaire
When you're
if
in
you-
love,
If you
everything's
mail them
clouded.
$800, you know, it's like you got to be smart too.
she's in love.
Yeah, but she's seen the show. She
yeah.
knows she has. She's in
Yeah.
love with a lot of things probably that are green.
Is she
talks
a
about
gold digger?
She talks
for
about
sure.
money a
you know,
lot.
because she and I normally wouldn't have said that at first because I don't want to seem sexist or whatever.
Yeah.
But girl,
Girl is
you know
a
what
gold
am I?
digger.
Yes, what am I? Angela said, people show you who they are when you first meet them. Believe them.
Craig said it right now in this last episode. He's like, she's a gold digger, and I'm going to say it now, and I'm going to keep
But he
continuing
also
to
said
say
that about Kathryn, and they showed that flashback. But she,
Oh, yeah.
I mean, she's like, she reminds me of like, you know how like when you're not giving your child or your dog or your animal attention and you're busy, they're just like this.
Yeah.
They're
That's
just,
what I
like,
was going to
pawing.
say.
Yes, and that is really what she's doing because Thomas now, because look, he all the time he's flirting with Kathryn now. He's saying they get some Maker's Mark. He's like, I'll take a red drink. Yeah, that's what I'll have. And this,
I love her.
I love it. And but so, what? Of course, that's gonna make you crazy. And he says like, I don't understand why Ashley doesn't want me to. She doesn't want me to go and be by myself. I'm like, yeah, because she knows you're gonna sleep with somebody.
Well, yeah. What's
'Cause-
the fastest way to make a man fly is to chase him.
Exactly.
You know what I
So
mean?
it's like, but again, she's old enough that she should know that because even my own mama, and I'm sure you did too, would teach you that like when you're in those throes of love and like a guy's, you know, to chase him, she just needs to know how to be an adult and honestly play the game a little bit better.
little
She's
bit
gonna
better.
play it.
Yeah.
She's totally unraveling.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's switch on and talk about Hilton Head because we have
Oh,
to talk
I
about
forgot.
that whole scene. Yeah, deep breaths, you guys. Deep breaths.
When I clutched my pearls.
Yeah. So Ashley, she didn't have riding boots. She started having this whole argument with Thomas about it, and then trying to figure out what to wear, what not to wear. And
And
the girls
Thomas
were
talks
listening.
about the ones he bought for Kathryn.
Right.
That helps.
Which, by the way, every time they're having a conversation, he just brings in Kathryn. And I know it's all part of his plan,
he's so gross.
just to stir up more drama. But what I thought was really funny was when the girls were out having like a drink and they were hearing them argue upstairs. And then Kathryn was like, yep, these are the first signs. Like,
Beginning and the end.
Yeah, she's
Yeah,
like, I'm
Naomi
glad
said
it's not me.
that too. She was like, yeah.
Right, so then they go and Ashley just acts so rude and absurd when she's going on that horseback ride. And they didn't get
She's
to do what
gross.
she wanted to do, what the other girls wanted to do because they were so focused on Ashley. Which was unfortunate.
I mean, that's also just playing devil's advocate for a moment. She was completely out of her comfort zone on an do you guys horseback ride?
Yeah, I've been.
You have?
I've been like out at Lake
Yes.
Murray, they just kind of trot a little bit, and if they run, I scream.
But if you know you don't like horses and you've
Don't
never
go.
been, go with the boys. Go
That's
golfing
fair.
with the boys.
Right. Or don't make everyone else's life miserable by saying you had a horrible time when everybody was
That's
making her
so
feel included. They kept on
rude.
asking her how she's doing, if
Come
she's doing
sit
okay.
in the front. Don't sit all the way in the
I'm-
back.
Right. So no.
I'm going to talk about this. I'm saving it for my not so charming moment.
Okay.
Okay.
And then, after everything's said and done, the guys go golfing, the girls go horseback riding. They meet up for this dinner. And this is the part where Ashley just unravels and confronts Kathryn. And the way she goes about it is extremely rude. I'm surprised that Kathryn didn't just yank over at her,
yes,
bring her down, slam her against the
yes.
table, and call it a day. Like,
That's
I'm so
the way
surprised.
Mayte handles things.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Puerto
Like,
Rican.
wrap her hair, wrap it
Wow.
around, yank it down, be like,
Get
don't
that
you talk
weave.
to me. Yeah.
Oh my gosh.
She just, again, that's when Thomas made that redheaded comment. And I almost wish that I would have loved for someone to say, I would have loved for her to say in that moment, but again, I'm having clarity because I'm not in it and I probably would have gotten mad too. But for Ashley to say, Thomas, that is so disrespectful for you to say to
Yes.
me and in front of Kathryn, who's the mother of your children.
Right.
And for her to say, Kathryn, I apologize for him. I'm sorry. I don't support that.
But
that would
you-
have changed the
Right.
dynamic.
Okay, but can I say something? As a woman and seeing other women and being around other women, women will never admit that in front of a woman that he's basically calling for, right? Because it makes her look bad. She doesn't want to look worse than
Yeah.
she does. So by her doing that, she's owning to the fact that like he basically steps all over her. So like she can't do that because it would make her look bad. It's weird.
Well, she looked a lot worse when she brought up her
Yes.
children.
She did.
I see your children more than you see them. It's like, oh
I could have smacked her right
Why?
there.
Why would you
Oh.
say that?
Oh.
to
She
someone?
got the hen house riled because they all. I love that when they all when
Me
Naomi
too.
was like leave
I
the
know.
kids out.
Yes.
And
Yeah.
what did what's her name? We haven't seen her in a while. Danny said she said something
She
like.
said
You,
went
you
way
better
too
slow
far.
your roll.
Yes, that's what she
Yes.
said. I loved it.
Yes.
Loved it.
everyone was like
Love
in
it.
attack mode.
Again, I just want to point out this is a big deal for me in reality TV. I don't think we've ever seen a character who has come so 360 from where they were been. That this is somebody that we hated, who we thought was a horrible person, and these women too on the show included thought
Yeah.
that, and now all of them are coming
Backing
to
her
her
up.
defense.
I
know.
love it. I
If there
live
were Emmys
this.
for reality television,
This would
Kathryn
win.
Dennis should get one.
It should.
Yes, Whitney, you brought a great show.
Which, by the way, I was gonna say, it kind of just made me like so happy during all of that drama that Whitney was just sitting back, just like.
Oh, he always does.
Yeah.
He was like,
always
"We're gonna
just
get
sit.
so much more commercial money for this."
Exactly. I'm like,
Cha-ching,
why is
cha-ching.
Whitney in front of the camera? Can we only like he should own? He's not. He's not
contributing
OG.
anything.
Yeah. He doesn't
Except that we just
participate
know that
anymore.
he's like the puppet master
Yeah,
of
he's-
all
Well,
of
I think
this.
also too, the show was supposed to be built about men being playboys, really,
Yes.
aristocratic
But he doesn't
playboys.
participate as
But no,
much.
but it's totally the women are more interesting on the show. And really, if you
yes.
think about it, it's changed the dynamics of the show.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
So,
Anyway,
right. So if you guys love to hear us and watch us, please go on iTunes, subscribe. Well, not really subscribe, but give us 5 stars.
Yeah,
leave
subscribe.
us a comment.
Subscribe.
And
Yeah.
and subscribe.
That's how
I'm
podcasts
thinking-
work, girl. You
I
hit that
know.
subscribe
You know
button.
what? This episode just had me up
You're
and
in a
down.
tizzy.
I can't. Yeah. So you guys be sure you do what you have to do. Leave us a comment. Let us know we're doing good, we're doing bad, what you want to hear, anything. Let us know.
Yes.
But now, because we're running out of time, we're gonna jump into our news segment.
yes.
AfterBuzz TV News.
So you have some news, right?
Oh, jeez.
I can go. I got mine.
You go first.
So my news is I'm a podcast fan as well, so I listen to a lot of other podcasts, including AfterBuzz shows and my own. But one of my favorites is Reality Life with Kate Casey, and she does. If you like reality TV, it's not like AfterBuzz. She does a lot of like interviews with ex-reality stars. Well, she interviewed Kathryn Dennis this week, and I'm telling y'all. Go check that out. I'll put it on my Twitter and you can find it. But really great interview with Kathryn, about 20-minute interview. And Kathryn talks about, I did not know this, but that Thomas uses the show a lot. Thomas is not good with communicating with her about their life. And that she actually did find out about Ashley for the first time on this show.
Scandalous.
She says that he uses this show all the time as a platform to tell
course
her
he would.
what's really going on
What a
to
dog.
get this reaction out of her. So gross. So there's way more tidbits. She talks about what she was doing before the show. She talks about her relationships and friendships with everybody on the show. So Reality Life KKC, that's a great interview. Check it out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Me and Mayte actually have the same thing. So I'm going to let Mayte go
Oh,
ahead.
mine is a little bit different because we said that last week, but
No,
Craig.
the Craig thing.
Oh yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh no. Well, okay. Craig and Kathryn were on Watch What Happens Live this past week, and I viewed it. And so it turns out two things, right? Craig started crying when he saw Naomi's new nose. I guess he missed it or
He
whatnot.
said, honestly, I cried.
Yeah, he said he cried.
Honestly, I cried because that's not the nose I fell in love with, and it really hurt my feelings.
It did. But now I'm going to pose a question to you guys because this is a question that they asked him. Well, that they asked their audience. They were like, what do you guys think if Kathryn and Craig were an item? Are you guys a good
Wait, I
or
talked
no?
about that, remember?
No.
Yes, remember I talked about it and you guys
No.
disagreed, you guys didn't
Yeah,
like it? I would
didn't
totally
like
go
it.
for
Okay,
it.
well, the audience
No.
went 50-50 there, so I just thought that
That's
would
like
be
we did.
interesting.
I kind of feel like
Yay.
Kathryn should be with a woman and Craig should be with a man.
Yeah.
I kind of do. I kind of think that would
Agreed.
work. I
Yes.
think that would work.
I think they would be awesome together.
I think they'd be awesome to do.
I hope they do.
Yeah.
No.
I don't know.
No.
I mean, any other news? Do you guys have anything else to
I
share?
just a quick piece of news that it looks like Kathryn and Thomas have reached an amicable agreement as far as their custody battle that they.
That's
have
like
been
today,
going-
right?
Yeah,
Yeah.
like
Oh,
today.
today.
And she didn't talk about it a whole lot because of the alleged
allegations?
against Thomas at this point. But she did say to People magazine that she is in a very good place.
Yeah. Suck it, Ashley.
Yeah. All right, now quickly we're going to jump into our not so charming segment.
Hey girl.
Hey, girl.
Oh, Bree in the booth. I love it. Love it. Yay.
We should just do that every single week.
Can I go first? I'll jump in. We
first,
kind of
go
already talked about it.
first.
That's why I'll
Yes.
go first. But my not so charming moment is the way Ashley acted when you were horseback riding. And what really got me is I know she felt uncomfortable on the horse. I'm with you, girl. I'm with you. You're uncomfortable. You're doing your best. But it's when she got off of the horse and then at the restaurant, like the first thing she went was, ugh. In front of the teacher who just spent all this time with her, trying to teach her how to ride.
How to baby her.
In front of, like, I don't even know who paid for this horseback. Somebody had to pay for it. Maybe Shep or someone or Chelsea paid for it because they grew up there. So again, I just feel like that is not so charming. That is not polite. That is not Southern manners when someone gives you a gift like that.
Boo.
That's true.
Yes. My not so charming moment is when Gizmo hissed at Naomi. Oh, Gizmo, you were so cute, but that was not charming. I heard that Gizmo did that 3 times that day. So I thought I had to give a little shout out to Gizmo.
I love
The best, not so charming.
That is
Well, my not so charming, since we've been raving about Kathryn, I just have to bring it down a notch. Kathryn, girl, fix your iPhone.
Oh, man, it is bad.
It is
I know you got
bad.
kids. Get a case. Get like one of those.
I know you
Fix it,
get
girl.
paid from Bravo. Come on.
It's like,
Just saying, like, that's dangerous.
it's not even cracked. It's like,
no.
It looks like a
it's-
stained art project. like a
like
stained
a crushed
glass.
egg, like a crushed boiled egg, right?
Yes. How does it?
it looks painful, like it cut your
does.
ear.
I was just gonna say, like, that's a hazard.
You know what? She's got a settlement, so you can get a new phone,
Right.
girl.
Well, that's right. Fix
Well,
your phone, girl.
My
What
not
about
so
yours,
charming.
Mayte?
My not so charming moment goes to Thomas because he said LA girls don't have style.
Oh, yes, he did. We forgot about
Excuse
that.
me, I'm an
Excuse
LA
me.
girl, born and raised, and I think I have style, right?
You
You
did.
guys? Yeah.
Yes.
It is.
I'm not from LA, but I live here now, so
Exactly.
I did talk to my friend from South Carolina, and I asked him. I said, "What is Gwen's? Is it like Cato's?
Yeah,
What is
I
this
asked you that
store?"
question last
And
time.
and maybe you knew this, I didn't, but it is like this very. There's I guess only one, but it is considered like this very rich, very overly expensive. But he said the whole point of it. He said is that it's like a quote unquote classy ladies, women that go there that like presidential candidates and things like that shop there. So it's this whole idea of hardly not a lot of skin, no clean. I mean, it's this
Classy.
whole classy, but also not, but a little
Yeah.
uppity, which is not California.
Right. So quick predictions for next.
Oh, I
next
forgot about that. And I kept talking.
AfterBuzz TV predictions.
All right. My prediction, right?
Uh-huh.
I think Kathryn's gonna let her have it, and I cannot wait to see Ashley's face and see what she's gonna do. I just hope she gets, physical.
She's going to break down more.
I hope so too.
I need her to get physical.
My prediction is that Austin and Victoria will no longer be an item after next week.
Ooh.
That's a
You
good
think
one.
that was her on the phone?
Yeah.
I do.
That's funny because my prediction is Chelsea and Austin will get together.
Oh, really? Uh-huh. My prediction was, as I don't think, I was about Chelsea and Austin actually, was I thought that they will, you know what, no, I'm gonna do a well-rounded. I'm gonna make it about Craig and Naomi. My prediction is I actually think they're gonna end okay and get along. I don't think they're gonna fight, and I think it's gonna be chill for them.
I don't. Nope. Zero. I don't think that's gonna happen.
All right, everybody.
But
Only
if you
one way
want
to find out.
yeah. Oh,
What are your predictions in the chat, in the
And-
comments? Let us know.
Well, if you guys want to continue the conversation, you guys can follow us everywhere, and we're signing off. Matt, do you want to say where everybody can
Yes,
find
sugars. You can find me and Spill the Tea at the Matt Marr. That's 2 T's, 2 R's on the Twitter, the Instagram, and you can find out there. I'll put that Kathryn interview. You can find my podcast and all that other stuff that I do.
Hey everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I love when you guys come and watch it, or you guys watch us. You don't come over here and watch us, but for watching us, you can find me on all social media at Cristal823, Cristal with an I, so Cristal 823. And I hope you guys tune in next week and bring your friends and comment and like stuff and subscribe and do all that good stuff. And remember to watch or listen to Maria's podcast and then let them know that we sent you at Southern Charm.
Yes. Oh, and next week we're going to make an announcement about a contest, so
Yes.
stay tuned for that.
Yes.
Yeah, and guys, I'm Laura L. Thomas. You can find me at Laura L. Thomas TV on all the socials.
And I'm Mayte Carrillo. You can find me everywhere at Mayte Carrillo _. And you can watch me and Matt, Southern Charm, New Orleans.
Yes.
Sunday nights. You guys
So good.
comment. Let us know down here your thoughts of the episode. We will see you here next week.
Bye, y'all.
Bye.
From executive producers Maria Menounos, Kevin Undergaro, Phil Svitek, and the entire AfterBuzz TV staff, we would like to thank you for listening to the AfterBuzz TV network. To watch or listen to other after shows and post comments or questions, be sure to visit AfterBuzzTV.com. I'm Sir Richard Wentworth, and this has been a presentation of AfterBuzz TV.
Buzz you later.
The views expressed herein are those of the hosts only and do not necessarily reflect the views of AfterBuzz TV or its owners or principals.